And let's go ahead and come to our seat. We're going to come into a nice, easy seated position to begin today. So whatever that looks like for you, sitting in any sort of seated, comfortable position, bringing your hands to your knees, choosing palms up. If you would like to send or receive a little energy, choosing palms down if you would like to find a little bit more grounding for your practice today. And then I just want you to settle into your body. I want you to close your eyes ever so lightly, gently. Maybe take a moment to just smile and settle in and offer some gratitude to yourself for showing up on your mat this morning and chiseling out a little time in your day to honor yourself, to honor your beautiful body. Just settling into your breath, changing not a single thing about it. Acknowledging that right now you're perfect, just as you are. And let the breath flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Don't worry about the length of the breath, the depth of the breath. Just notice this natural state breath and how your body feels as you settle in. Breathing in, breathing out. Checking in with the shoulders, making sure they're nice and relaxed, away from the ears. Checking in with the jaw. Making sure that jaw is nice and loose. No clenching of the teeth. There's some space even in the back of the mouth between the teeth. Checking in with the eyebrows, the space between the forehead. Relaxing those facial muscles. And letting yourself just drop into this exact moment. This exact space that you're taking up. Reminding yourself that when you sit on your mat or stand or get on it in any old fashion, that time is time to let go of judgments. Let go of expectations. Let go of competition. Just allow yourself to be whole and enough exactly where you are. And on your next few breaths, I want you to take your inhalations a little bit deeper. Feel that breath flowing through the nose and travel down to the belly. Feel the belly expand. Feel the rib cage and lungs expand. Feel that breath swirling in the back of the throat. And as you exhale, let that breath come up through the throat. Let the chest fall. Let the belly fall. And then do it again. Each breath, filling the belly, lungs. Seeing if you can create that swirling sound, tapping into that ujjayi breath, building that heat in the back of the throat, that little swirling ocean wave sound as you inhale and as you exhale. As if you're fogging up a mirror without even opening your mouth. And on your next breath, just setting your intention. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's more than a word. Just setting an intention for your practice today. And then the next exhale, letting your head come down to your heart. Hands can stay on the knees. Eyes can stay closed or they can gently open. And then keeping that chin tucked, just rocking your right ear to your right shoulder. Feeling the left side of the neck get a lovely little stretch. Letting the chin roll back through the center and the left ear goes to the left shoulder. Letting that right side of the neck get a stretch. Doing it one more time, back to the right. Noticing differences on the right and left side of the neck. Noticing where maybe one side's a little bit tighter than the other. Sending a big deep breath into any tension. Exhaling, chiseling that tension out and letting it go. Back through the center and off to the left. Then back to the center, making a little brain cradle, interlacing all 10 fingers behind the head if that feels good to you. And pressing the head into the hands and just creating a little dynamic tension, getting a lovely stretch through the back of the neck. Then breaking free with those arms, coming into goddess arms, seated here still. Pull the elbows back, lift the heart forward, feel that chest open up. Drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up past the ear, bicep for ears. Pressing out through the right side of the body, making a straight line from your fingertips to your hip. If it feels good, those left fingertips can walk out a little more. The left elbow can maybe bend. Keep the arms straight, reach up and over. Then press back up, palms come to meet. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over past the ear. Gazes forward, or maybe you peek up past that bicep. Press the left rib cage to the left. Walk the right fingertips out if that feels good. Bend the right elbow, get a little bit deeper. And bring it all the way back up. Take the left leg out, keep the right leg in. And then go ahead and square towards that left leg. Palms come up to the sides. We're not pulling, we're not tugging on anything. We're gonna settle into this little forward fold here towards our left leg. Let the back round, let the chin come to the chest. Let gravity just grab hold of the torso and lower you towards that left leg. If you need a micro bend in the left knee, your hamstrings are very tight, make accommodations to help yourself. You want to find that ooh stretch, not an ow. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe shake it no. Maybe nod it yes. Maybe slide the hands down a little further. Palms still staying up. No tugging on that foot today. Taking about 3 more breaths here. Letting that left hamstring and the low back find a little relief in a stretch. Then flipping the palms, walking the hands back up. Taking that right knee, bringing it up inside the left leg comes out straight, hugging that right knee, propping up with the left hand behind you and twisting past the right shoulder. Sucking in the belly, inhaling to get tall, exhaling to twist just a little bit deeper. Feeling this in your spine, thinking about twisting low to high. No reason to need to look past the right shoulder, but if that feels good, go ahead. And then coming back to the center, sending the right leg long, slightly out to a diagonal. Left foot comes in, same thing other side, palms up, hinge forward from the hip. Let the back round. No need to keep the back flat, just rounding over, settling into that space in the back of the right hamstring. Noticing the low back as you go to this other side. No rushing. Just letting the body feel at ease. going easy on yourself. If something feels great, stay there a little longer. If something doesn't feel good for you, omit it. Find something else that feels good. Hanging out here for just a few more breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Steady and easy. Flipping the palms, walking the hand in, taking that left knee up this time, right leg out, hugging in the left knee, twisting to look past the left shoulder or off to the left. Hugging on to that right leg, that left leg. Maybe you feel the back of the right shoulder, getting a nice stretch as you twist. Thinking of inhaling, getting nice and tall, twisting low to high. Low spine, mid spine, upper spine, wringing it out. Coming back to center, sending the legs long, taking a little pitter-patter with the knees, and then go ahead and come into all fours. Your tabletop position here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tops of the feet are to the mat. Peek back between the knees and notice if you can see your feet. If you can, line it up so that you can't. Let them be hidden behind the knees. Hands under shoulders. We're just going to take a couple easy cat-cows. So belly drops, tailbone flares, gaze goes to neutral or slightly up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the spine, chin to chest, making that cat shape with your spine. Then the belly lowers, inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Doing it again one more time. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Pressing away from the floor. Shoulder blades go away from one another. Then finding that neutral tabletop position. Walking yourself up onto your knees. I'm going to turn so you can face me. You're going to go ahead and send your right leg out to the side. Nice and straight. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up. And then you're going to reach your right arm down and your left arm up and over. Opening up through that left side body here in gate pose. Gaze can go wherever it feels good for you. If that left knee feels like it needs a little extra padding, maybe double up your mat. Or go ahead and take a blanket and place it under there. Not too high though, because next up we have a little balance coming. Then we're going to take that left hand down, reach the right arm up, stretching the arms in opposite directions, opening up through that heart space, letting the right arm stack over the left, and then letting that heart open up. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, lift the right leg, balancing here. Reaching in opposite directions with the hands, flexing the toe, lifting up, using the side of the hip here and the glute to hold that leg up. Breathing, 3 more breaths. You've got this. 2, 1. Foot comes back down. Now use these side obliques here to pull yourself back up. Hands are going to come behind the head, leg stays long. I want you to tip to the left and then peel yourself back up. Don't have to go far, but feel that core and that side body at work here. 2 more times. 1 more, or down 1 here, and then 1 more time. Elbows are wide. Coming back up. Releasing those arms, bringing that knee in, coming into all fours. Interlacing the hands behind your back, pressing the knuckles down, lifting through the heart, taking a little back bend here. Let the throat open. Bring it back down. This time, right knee stays down, left leg comes out. Toes to the front, foot is flat. We're going to slide the left arm down. Reach the right arm up and over, coming into gate pose on the other side. Don't let the shoulders drop back. Try to keep things square as you reach up and over. Press out of the right side of the body. And the right hand's going to come down. The left arm's going to come up. Left leg lifts. If you like, flex the foot. Reach in opposite directions. Let that heart space open once again. Reaching, balancing. See if you can lift that left leg a little higher. Use that hip and that glute to lift the leg and hold it there. Stabilize it. Left foot comes back down. Use those obliques. Peel yourself back up. Pet your pup if he's joining. Hands behind the head. Let's take those side crunches to the other direction. Here we go. Leaning to the right, just where you feel it. You don't want to get stuck. You want to work it, but be easy on yourself. We're not trying to get stuck or anything crazy like that. 2 more times. Last time. Beautiful. Arms come to the sides, knees come down, hands come to the low back or interlace once again. Loop those shoulders back. Lift up, open up through the heart. Bring the hands back down. Shake the tail out. And then go ahead and curl your toes under and come to the top of your mat. Walk yourself forward, hanging out in a nice forward fold. Let the head shake no. Let the head nod yes. Bend the knees generously, inhaling, reaching all the way up. Exhaling, hands come to the heart. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Fingertips touch the earth. Pedal out the knees. Keep the heels down. Continue to stretch out the backs of those legs, but be gentle with yourself. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, bow back down, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, just the same. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, bend the knees, reach all the way up. Hands come right to the heart center. Pausing here in mountain pose. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Thumbs rest on the sternum. Taking a couple breaths. Reminding yourself of that intention or that word that you set for yourself in the beginning of class. Taking a big inhale. Sitting back into your chair. Arms reaching up overhead, hips go back, bend the knees generously, send the hips down and back. Peek down, you should be able to see your big toes in front of your knees. If not, sit your butt back a little bit more. Reach your arms up if your shoulders allow. If it's better for you, hands can come to heart center. Find what works for you. Exhale, dive down forward, plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Hips are high. Pedal out your heels. Breathing here. Settling into your down dog, lifting your right leg more back than up. Bend the knee and go ahead and step that right foot between your hands. Left heel comes down at 45 degrees. We're going to rise up to warrior one. Bend deep into the right knee. Push the left hip forward. Pull the right hip back. If your hips aren't aligning, step forward a little more to square the hips. Then take your low ribs, tuck them in, tuck your pelvis under. Spine is straight, look up. Reach up. Maybe look up between your hands, but don't allow that back bend. Keep those low ribs in, pelvis tight. Bend the right knee. 3 more breaths. One more breath here. On the exhale, exhale, fold forward. Frame the foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left in plank. Lower to your knees or stay on your toes. Elbows bend, lower all the way to your belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Let those elbows hug your sides. Toes curl under. Hips go up. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. And then lift the left leg more back than up. Bend that left knee. Plant it between the hands. Right heel comes down 45 degrees. Rise up. Warrior one on the other side. Bend the left knee. Push that left hip back. Press that right hip forward. Tuck in your low ribs. Tuck your pelvis down. Reach up. 5 big breaths here. Two more breaths. You've got this. Reach forward. Frame that left foot. Step back to your plank. Hold your plank for just 2 or 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, knees or toes, lower all the way to the ground. Baby cobra. Don't use the hands. Lift up. Toes curl under. Hips go up. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Looking between the hands. Walking, hopping, floating to find yourself back and fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Settle back into your chair. Breathing here. Hips a little lower, hips a little more back, upper body back. Rise, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. Step back to your downward facing dog once again. Breathe. Left leg comes up this time. This time lift it up nice and high. Open up through that left hip by bending the knee. Flex the left foot. Check in with the shoulders. Rock that left shoulder down as you reach the left knee high. Square it up. Step it through. Right heel comes down 45 degrees. We come back up to our warrior one. Square the hips. Tuck the tailbone. This time, if you like, look up. Make a little back bend. Reach up, look up. Bend the left knee. Dive forward. Over that left foot, step back to your plank. Knees or toes, your choice. Lower halfway or all the way. Press into your cobra or upward facing dog. Toes curl under. Hips go up. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Bend the right knee. Open up through that right hip. Square the right shoulder down. Then square that right leg, step it through, plant it between the hands. Left foot comes down. Rise up, warrior one. Square the hips, tuck the tail. Inhale, reach up, look up. Little back bend if it feels good to you. Bend the right knee still a lot. Then reach forward. Frame the foot, step back to plank. Freezing here in your plank. 2 more breaths. Lowering halfway or all the way. Coming through to your cobra or upward facing dog. Toes under, hips up. Downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Walk forward. Meet and fold. Let the head hang. Shake it now. Nod it yes. Breathe. Bend the knees, inhale, root to rise. Hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Pausing again. Bring the hands to the sides, palms to the front. Settle into your space. Settle into your breath. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, left foot steps to the left, right foot steps to the right. Elbows come to shoulder height. Toes turn out slightly. Sink down into your goddess pose. Suck that belly in, tip that tailbone under. Open up through the heart. Sink a little bit more and breathe. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, reach up, spread the fingers, root the feet into the ground. Exhale, come back down. Open through the heart, pull the elbows up. Reach the arms out long. Bring the arms to the knees, hands to the knees. Take your right shoulder towards your left knee. Left shoulder towards right knee. Knees stay bent, side to side. Opposite elbow to opposite shoulder. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Back and forth. And then come back to center. Rise back up to that goddess pose. Legs should be feeling a little heat. Stand up tall, 5-pointed star. 10 toes face the front. Arms come down. Hinge at the hips. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Once you're there, let the head hang. Keep the back straight. Knees can bend just a little. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, bow. Walk off to the right foot. Left foot comes up, heel down. Right heel can stay down or lift, whatever feels best for you. Maybe you stay up higher. Either way, walk over to the other side, choosing to stay up or drop down. Breathe. One more time, come back to the center. Heel toe your feet in. Finding yourself in that forward fold one last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. Step the feet back to downward facing dog one last time. Ripple the knees down to the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Walk your hands back to come to sit on your knees. Sitting up nice and tall in hero's pose. Taking a moment to breathe. Once again, reminding yourself of your intention. That word that you set for yourself. And then going ahead and finding your way all the way onto your back. So flipping over onto your hip or your tush. Grab behind the thighs. Roll yourself down. Palms go out to the side. Palms go up, out to the side. Legs go long, or maybe you want to put your feet together, knees wide today. Finding whatever feels good for you for Shavasana. Again, if your thoughts have gotten away from you, reeling them back in. Reminding yourself that you're enough. Reminding yourself that you are supported. Reminding yourself that you are loved. Breathing easy. Letting nothing else matter but the breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, and letting everything else go. If you like a long Shavasana, stay here as long as you like. Pause the video. And then, when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, little motions with the wrists, ankles, knees, elbows, finding that little movements, bringing a lot of life back to the body. Everything's connected. Walking the feet in, tipping onto your favorite side, and allowing yourself to just be there for a moment. A few breaths, and then when you are ready, walking yourself back up to seated. Finding that same comfortable seat that we started practicing this morning. Hands on the knees. And then let those hands float up to the heart in Anjali Mudra, or prayer position. Let the chin bow to the chest. Let the head and the heart honor and smile at one another. Let the head and heart offer each other gratitude as you offer gratitude to yourself for jumping on your mat this morning and taking time for your practice. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who have watched this and joined in. Remember to always think kind thoughts, speak kind words, and do kind things. Namaste. Hopefully everyone had a great day. Has a great day. Bye, guys.